Hey everyone, welcome to part 3 of making an itch.io Plains Biome asset pack. Today I'm going to be going into a little more detail with how I make the pixel art. I have a lot to cover, so let's get right into the video. First up, I started off by making a sign. Normally I would start by looking for reference, but I already had the idea in my mind of what I wanted the sign to look like. I would usually start with the outlines, but I had already made a silhouette for the sign, so I went with that and just filled it in. Next up is the signpost direction thingy. It's slightly taller than the other smaller signs, so I decided to make sure to do the shading in a slightly different way to make it look rounder and taller. Here, I realized that plain repeating grass is okay sometimes, but a lot of times you need something to break it up, so I added 2 different colors of flower to spice it up a little bit. Once again, I already had an image in my head of what I wanted the dead tree to look like, so I just took my normal tree and made it look dead by removing the leaves. We're gonna do a little jump in time here. At this point, I've added some more decorations to the asset pack and totally reorganized it. I've also added a house, but I kind of forgot to record that part. I decided the world needed a little more life, so I did that by animating the water. It's a simple 4-frame animation, but I think it adds a lot of life to the scene. I went one way with the water, but then changed my mind completely and completely redid the water, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Here, I placed it into the world and showed it animating, and it looks pretty nice if I do say so myself. I refined it a little bit and added 1 more frame to make the animation a little more smooth and less snappy. Now, I needed to make a cover image for my itch.io project, so I added my asset pack to the room editor and started creating. It's so easy to drag in each tile and make a really cool level. After that, I tried adding some characters and ended up deciding not to. I played around with some different lights and decided to make a 3-frame torch. Jump ahead through time once again, and I've added a very small amount of stuff to the tile set, such as more variations of the flowers. Anyways, once again, I needed to make another level/world for more screenshots for my project. I added sand to the tile set and made some seashells to go over top of it. Finally, I worked on my itch.io page to make it look beautiful, added some descriptions, and finally added the files. In short, it was fairly hard, but I learned how to use itch.io, and it wasn't too bad. I added my tags and a background for it. And after about 1.5 weeks of work, it was done. I posted it. So, before I end the video, I want to talk about my itch.io page. At the top, I have a cover image which I screenshotted from my world I made with my asset pack and then imported it into Photoshop to edit the words onto it. I also wrote a small description with a little information about the pack. I also have 3 screenshots to show the downloader what they're getting in the asset pack. I used Adobe Color to find a good color scheme for my project page. And in case you're wondering, here's my background that I made using GameMaker Studio 2. Also, if you're wondering what I used to make pixel art, it's GameMaker Studio 2. It's a game making engine for developing games, but I really like their pixel art editor. But if you want to, you can also use other apps like Piskel app or Pixie. If you want to download and use my pixel art asset pack that I created, simply go to itch.io and type in Plains by Impact. It'll probably be the first one that pops up. If you're wondering what itch.io is, it's a free marketplace where developers can post and get feedback on games and asset packs. Anyways, thanks for watching everybody. I know this was a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed this more in-depth video.